I'm a student here at community college. I work in student activities. I'm president of Straight and Gays for Equality, vice president of Student Senate. I'm on the Young Democrats, and I work at IHOP on the weekends. SAGE was formed, I believe, in 2003. I'm not sure of the exact date, but sometime in that time range. It's been around for a couple years now, almost 5, 6, 7 years, and we are the LGBT group on campus. It started off with Cheryl Whalen. She started it way back in the day, and we had a little bit of resistance when it was first started, and ever since it's been kind of an up and down organization. In the past 2 years, we've been able to revitalize it quite a bit and brought it from the ashes and actually be able to do a few things with it. And hopefully it continues that way even after I leave and after the advisors leave as well. Currently, we are doing a Trans 101. That'll be this coming April. It's going to be an information session about transgenders. We'll be showing a movie, not too sure on the movie. Last month, actually, we showed a film called Kinsey. It was about Alfred Kinsey, the sexologist. He pioneered sexology in 1940s, mid-50s, sometime around then. And, we try to do community education, a little political action, which this year we haven't been able to do too much of. In the 2008 elections, it was a little more progressive. We work a lot with an organization in the state called PROMO, which is basically like the human rights campaign for the state. So that's what we're doing right now. Last year, we actually, a really exciting series of events was our Pride Week we had in May. I believe, yeah, it was the end of May, or beginning of May, excuse me. And what we did, we had Judy Shepard come on campus. She's the mother of Matthew Shepard, the boy who was killed several years back in the 90s, and she's been going all over the country trying to raise awareness. And actually a bill called the Matthew Shepard Hate Crimes Act got passed in Congress several months ago. Actually, I think it was in November of last year. And also that week we had a fag bug come on campus. It was a woman whose Volkswagen Bug was vandalized. And she just basically said, this is what happened, we need to try and prevent it. And we also showed Milk. It was a good film. So it was a few things we've done last year. We also attempted a dance, which was somewhat unsuccessful. It was supposed to be a fundraiser, but you win some and you lose some. They can't all be as successful events like Pride Week or Kinsey for that matter. Actually, that's something that we're trying to work out right now, because I'm going to be running for Student Senate President, and we're trying to transition into next year, trying to get a president lined up, not lined up in the sense, but someone who actually will be able to run the organization. So we're right now we're struggling with that, and hopefully it'll work itself out over the course of the next couple of months. Next year we'll probably do some of the very similar things that we did the previous fall, which was do stuff with promo, and actually since the elections are coming up, we'll probably be working with some LGBT-friendly candidates in the St. Charles and St. Louis area. Actually, one thing that is a common misconception is that gay marriage is not the only issue out there. Right now, the state organization PROMO, it's not one of the things that they're focusing on in Missouri because we really can't, because it's in the Constitution, unfortunately. But as far as gay marriage goes, SAGE honestly hasn't been doing too much with it. Something that we're more so interested in is anti-bullying laws that they're actually working on right now in the state Senate. And the reason we stick so close to the state is because we have a lot of organizations in the state that people, don't really know about, or the general public knows about them. Most of the LGBT population has heard about them, but the general population is not fully aware of them. So working with them and working on their agenda helps us out quite a bit. Right now they have Missouri Non-Discrimination Act, MONA, and that's going through the House and Senate floor right now. And that's something that we would like to get more involved with. And so as far as gay marriage goes, it's an issue it's a wedge issue, and we're ready to tackle it when Missouri's ready to tackle it. Anti-bullying laws. Actually, in the state of Missouri, we don't really have anti-bullying laws like in schools. They have them within the school districts, but as far as like a general universal law in the state of Missouri, they're non-existent. And it's, especially in the rural areas of the state, we need laws like that because there's LGBT kids or kids in questioning, kids who don't know about their sexuality, who, they get bullied, they get the hell beat out of them because they're unsure or they're openly gay. And that's something that needs to be fixed. I mean, we have laws that protect people because of their race, because of their religion, because of their ethnicity, and it's time that we have a law that's in place that protects people for their sexuality.
Absolutely.
Actually, I honestly can't answer that question because I don't know. When I first came on to SAGE, seemed like it was not a failing organization, but it was starting to dwindle. The candlelight was starting to go out, and revitalizing it took a lot of effort. And so the members that we have now are new students, really. And I hope to see they go on to do LGBT action, or they do some sort of activities with the LGBT community, or just the progressive community in general, be it LGBT or, racial rights, what have you, et cetera, et cetera. I would like to see SAGE working with all the high school GSAs in this area. Not the state, that'd be a little too, way too out of scope, but really in the metropolitan St. Louis area, working with other college organizations. There's actually a SAGE at, I'm trying to remember the school, Fontan. They got the name from us, actually, so that was something that we were very proud of. It's, we've spread the word, and, and also spawning gay, straight alliances at other high schools is something that we'd love to do. Right now we're partnered with Growing American Youth, which is an organization for LGBT youth. And they're this great organization. There's several chapters in the state, and we have a chapter now in St. Charles, mainly because of SAGE, and I'd like to see that expanded. Don't be afraid. We live in a very progressive time. I mean, we've got a black president. That doesn't necessarily say, anything for the LGBT community, but it shows that Americans are starting to change their minds. In the 1980s, the 1990s, and obviously before that, most of the LGBT community was stuck in the city. San Francisco, the Castro District, Chicago, and St. Louis. And what we'd like to see is in the rural schools and in the suburban schools as well, we'd like to see students not be afraid. And the only way that's going to happen is if they, overcome their fear and they come out when they're ready to come out, and if there's anti-bullying laws that protect them. So that's what I'd have to say to them. Be like the cougar, stalk the scougar.